A very good evening to all the viewers who are joining us on this live streaming of the Belgavi International Poetry Festival 2022, which is organized by Rostrum Diaries. Well, we have today with us a very, very significant poet who is joining us from Chhattisgarh, and that is Dr. Merrily Roy. Welcome to this stream, Dr. Roy.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Welcome,
Swati.
Dr. Merrily Roy.
Thanks a
Welcome to
lot.
Belgavi International Poetry Festival 2022.
Thanks a lot.
Well, this is the second edition. We launched this, Belgavi International Poetry Festival in
Yeah.
2021. Well,
Okay.
even before that, during the lockdown, the person behind this whole initiative,
Yeah.
Abhishek Bendigiri, who started Rostrum Diaries,
Okay.
he's so
Okay.
passionate and he got together poets and
Okay. Okay.
collected poetry. And then last year, it was formally launched as the
Okay.
Belgavi International Poetry Festival, and he
Okay.
got
Okay.
more than 6,000 entries from across
Okay.
the world.
Okay.
So I'm so happy
Nice.
that we got to interact with you today, ma'am.
Yeah.
I would
Me
like to
also.
start.
Also.
Yes, ma'am. So next few minutes, we are going to share a lot of our love for poetry, I would say. So let me
Definitely.
start, as we always do. Let me start with a poem. This is how we start all our sessions. I'm
Yeah.
today, reciting a small poem by 𝙁𝙧𝙮, which is translated by Ranjit
Okay.
Hoskote.
Okay.
She says, the Lord has spread the subtle net of himself across the world.
Mm-hmm.
See how he gets under your skin, inside your bones. If you can't see him while you're alive, don't expect a special vision once you're dead. I
Okay.
just love this, and I don't know why. When I read your profile and saw the phantasmagoric, references,
Yeah.
I was so mesmerized. So, Dr. Roy, I would like to know more about this whole journey of yours.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. First of all, my warm regards to you, Swati,
Thank
and
you.
also to Book Reads and Rostam Diaries, and also to Begavi Poetry Festival, and also to Abhishek, as you said, yeah, and also to Sheldon, Sheldon from
Sheldon.
because I interacted with him
Yes,
for this
yes.
interview, and also to Aki from Apna Publisher,
Okay,
who, who make this book possible.
okay,
Okay. So I'm Dr. Merrily Roy, and I am head of the Department of English
okay.
in Indira Gandhi PG College, Vaishali Nagar. It's placed in
Wow.
Chhattisgarh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I have been in academic writing, actually regular academic writing. I have been doing. I
Okay,
have in many international and national journal. I do regular publication, and
okay.
I am an editor in chief in the International Journal of Research in English. Yeah,
It's a
and
very impressive profile that I'm seeing, almost 13
thanks.
pages full of your accomplishments in
Thank you.
English
Thank
for
you.
the love of English.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And one thing more, I am very much into social work actually.
Okay,
I got a chance to be with Miss NSS National Service Scheme. I
okay.
was a program officer, as they say, NSS officer is just called as NSS program officer.
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
been there for 14 years, 14 long
Oh, wow.
years, and I have a scope to serve in the villages and for UNICEF for the girl child,
Okay.
okay, in the slums, and for many just these mosquitoes, and for the Swachh Bharat
Swachh Bharat
Abhiyan.
Abhiyan.
Ha,
Okay.
ha, ha. And fortunately enough, I got a recognition for the best NSS officer in the district,
How nice.
and and my unit and me, you have been awarded with the national award or young leaders award in
How nice.
2016 from government of India.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I
So
would like to, because this really intrigued me, is your research papers and your books, and
yeah.
especially your research papers where you
Mhm.
have written, and the impact factor. If I see, I am also an academician.
Okay, 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 fine. Yeah.
12 years I taught at MBA
Oh, nice.
in a B
Mhm.
school. So
Mhm.
I really appreciate your academic accomplishments, and that's why I want to know more about these papers. Your
yeah,
paper,
yeah,
The Powerful Shaktis in the Phantasmagoric
yeah,
World
yeah,
of these
yeah, yeah,
novels.
yeah.
I'm so intrigued about this subject.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really, I am very much fascinated about the women empowerment and the position of the women actually. My
Mm-hmm.
research was in Salman Rushdie. Okay.
Yes.
So, one aspect of Rushdie is that he wrote very much about the women actually,
Okay.
different shades of women who actually means the powerful women. So in the powerful Shaktis, he just focus on the goddess Kali, on the goddess Durga. Okay, so Durga is a form of very much powerful. Means Shakti means we say a powerful. Yeah, just a
Entity.
means
Yeah. Yeah.
entity. Okay, and when this Shakti has is being humiliated,
Okay.
okay, and she takes the form of Mother Goddess Kali, and then she takes the hold of punishing the whole humanity who has tortured her. So
Yeah.
there are different shades of mothers also. Some are very possessive, and I mean, I have just
Are you a
described.
Bengali? I mean,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Definitely,
that's no wonder you are
definitely.
so
Um,
attracted towards Ma.
yeah,
So, how did you got drawn towards this phantasmagoric world? And especially Salman Rushdie, because when we associate Rushdie, it's always about the controversy. Though I like his
yeah,
writing, I like his
yeah, yeah,
imagination,
yeah, yeah.
his
Definitely.
form. But
Mhm.
this is something which I had never thought. Yes, I had read, but I didn't give it a thought that yes, he has portrayed women. How
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
get drawn towards this?
Okay, actually, no. I had been in Jamia Millia Islamia for my refresher course. Okay,
Okay,
there in a library, I happened to go through Rushdie, and
okay,
then there were lots of conversation that about this his controversy and all.
hmm,
Then I went through a magazine, and I thought I miss he had given a beautiful quote
hmm,
about his belief in Islam.
hmm,
Hmm. So, Miss, apart from this controversy, he had also a firm belief in Islam, and I saw that he also Miss had a very much affinity and very much respect for the woman and all. So it drew me towards the world of Rushdie, where he portrays women, he portrays a religion at another end. So and another, this was in means we can reach into a different world. Phantasmagoria is to reach in a different world
magical
by being
realism, basically. Yeah.
by being very much in senses. Okay.
Hmm. Oh, that's very important. By
Yeah,
being very
yeah,
much in
much in
senses,
senses. Okay,
it's not just a dream or a
dream
fantasy.
on a fantasy world. You're still in
Okay.
senses, but you are still in a means a world of fantasy.
Do you know any other Indian authors or in Indian mythology where a similar concept is derived from? Perhaps.
No, in Indian mythology, no, actually, no. Well, I was studying Rashdi, no. Um, I have also studied. I tell you, being a Hindu, I means I have also studied that Quran. I have also studied little bit of Christianity because I have to make a comparison.
Yes.
Okay, I have to make a comparison in my research means about the Hinduism, about the Quran. So I have read the surahs, and very
Wow.
respectably when I read the surahs, no, I used to put my this cover my
Tough.
forehead,
Okay. Okay.
everything
Oh,
I have
nice.
did. So it was a very such an interesting journey. No, I am very much fascinated to Rushdie and his work. Really, I tell you.
I can relate to you because I've been teaching for 12 years in a Jain organization. And
Okay,
I
okay.
took up studying Jainism. So I
Hmm.
can understand how,
Okay,
and in the end, you feel like all religions are talking about the same basic
same
things.
thing, same thing,
It's
same
the
thing.
same message. It's just that the way the roads could be
Yeah,
different, but we
yeah,
are all
yeah,
leading
yeah.
towards the same
Okay, okay.
message.
Yeah, I quoted from this Gita. I quoted from Quran in my research. Everything because I have to show that every religion they don't speak about hatred. They
Yes.
speak about equality.
Yes.
This always this don't speak about this hatred and war and everything.
Right.
It's our own concept that we are doing. It has
As
this all.
an English academic, how do you find students today taking up English literature? Do they take only for the sake of jobs, or they're cracking the UPSC? Do you find that true love for English language?
Very few, very few.
Very few.
In our, yeah, especially in our region. I don't know about the other states. Maybe some people are, some students are really find this literature interesting, and they are doing research. Lots of research is being done, but I found around surrounding me, so it's only majority of only for that the getting a tag of being a PG in English literature and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
So I've seen that you also train, faculty and students on soft skills and social skills, and you've
yeah,
done
yeah,
such a lot of work. You've been judging events, you've been
yeah.
representing colleges, and you're on editorial board. How do you
Yeah,
manage to
yeah.
do all this?
Okay. It's, yeah,
It's
I think they.
voluminous work that you've done. It's amazing.
Okay, it's a great praise that you are giving me. Actually, I think if anybody wants, and genuinely, if anybody wants, they can do everything. They can manage everything, because actually 24 hours is a lot of time, I think.
I know. So, who has been your favorite English author? Maybe contemporary or maybe.
And definitely Salman Rushdie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. What my guide once said me, that develop at least an affinity for one writer,
Okay.
and that I have developed from Salman Rushdie.
Study in depth that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I
And
sometimes become so subjective for him. Yeah,
at some event, you have also spoken guest lecture on T.S. Eliot's Wasteland. So these are also authors that interest you. P.G.
yeah,
Woodhouse, T.S. Eliot,
poetry,
maybe.
yeah, poetry also draws a
Do
lot
you
to me.
write poetry?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Divine relation. No, it's my collection of my own poems. Yeah,
Okay. Could
yeah,
you
yeah.
please recite some of your lines for us?
Yeah, definitely,
Your
definitely.
favorite poem, something
Yeah.
that you had a very profound experience and then it translated into a beautiful poem.
Okay, okay, definitely.
Please tell us about the background of that poem also.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. So actually, my poems, no, it's they are the collection of my own experience with life. Actually,
Okay.
so as a woman, no, you are in a web of many relations. Sometimes as a mother, sometimes as a daughter, as a mother-in-law, okay, as a daughter-in-law. So in this world, you have to perform all those relations. We have to go on all this relation very well. Sometimes these all these relation have come to your life to teach you something. Okay, so whenever I used to go to my college, I used to notice many things. So one of them was the burial. No, there was a burial. So on my way, so I used to notice that these burials, the rain would fall on them. They were still there in the shivering cold, and in every seasons they were still there. Then I used to wonder, see, the body inside this burial, they were at a part of life once they were very much our own. Okay, they may be some our
Yeah.
relatives, they may be our parents, but so now we're so much indifferent to them. We don't care, they're still there. So it taught me a lesson, and it made me alert. It actually a message to the humanity. So be very much caring to your elders, to your parents, to your relatives, when they are with you. Once we lose them, they are in form of a burial, and which we don't
We
actually
just
notice
start
them.
referring
Ah,
to it as body.
yeah, yeah,
Immediately the
okay,
reference changes.
yeah,
It's a
definitely.
deep thought. So you've
Yeah,
written
yeah.
about this.
Yeah, yeah. So the burial, I want to read it out.
Yes, ma'am.
The poem reads: The burial. The road is quite different that leads to my college. The road is quite different that leads to my college, not because it's narrow and dusty, but has a burial beside. Every day as I pass along, unknowingly my eyes tear. to those mum burials on the side. Season passes by, climate change, but they are still there, though unnoticed, uncared. I saw them in the shivering cold. I saw them in the scorching heat. I saw them in the frosty rains, but they are still there in absolute peace, though unnoticed, uncared. Are these the bodies of those who were once our very dear? Then why are we so indifferent and have no time to spare? But they are still there, facing every change, though unnoticed, uncared. Now, the last paragraph. Every man is busy today in a never ending race, catching and snatching each other's share. They do not have time for those alive. Then who will care for you, dear ones? But they are still there with a sarcastic smile, though unnoticed, uncared.
How nice. I don't think there would be hundreds of people who would be passing through that burial site, but nobody would have paused and thought like this,
Yeah.
the way you did. Okay,
Actually, I
now,
am very much emotional and sentimental. Okay, no, every little bit incident it touches me actually.
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more from you. You have been an English literature student and English professor. Do you feel that, off late, why it's always been that literature translated into movies, right from, so many off late, you can say there is Harry Potter series, there are so many, The Fault in Our Stars. Sometimes the book
Mm-hmm.
comes first, sometimes the movie comes first. What do you prefer, reading the original novel or watching the film?
No, definitely you should read the original novel actually. No,
Okay.
because in film, no, many things have been translated and have been changed according to the script because they have to make the film entertaining actually.
Yes,
No,
so they take a lot of artistic liberties
yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. That means lots of changes have been done for with the characters, with the dialogues, and everything they do. So, if you actually want to know the actual novel or the actual story, one should read the book. Actually, I
Do you
think.
also read other poems? Because I was just going through and I found you have attended you participated in a 1 day seminar on Hindi Kavya Parampara mein Ram Bhakti ki Abhivyakti.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
this
Miss,
was
I
like
try. Hmm.
very interesting.
Yeah, actually, Miss, I also had an article. I just don't remember the name in which I have means I have mentioned about the Hindi poems about the environment, and same on the same thread. I've also mentioned about the English writers they have said about or written about the environment. So a little bit of comparison I have done in one article. I just as present I don't remember the name. So I think literature is actually literature, no? uh, it has the same sentiments and emotion, maybe from Hindi or Bangla or maybe any languages, but literature one should attend and grasp the actually meaning, similar to the music and all this. And because
We
it
should
can
expose
be
ourselves to different genres and
okay, okay, yeah, it can be from any country, it can be of any language, but it
yes.
should appeal to you actually.
One very important question, both of us have been academicians
Yeah.
and we work in the classroom with
Hmm.
students. I also work with PG students. Do
Okay,
you feel
okay.
that the level of English is, alarming at times? They use these slang, short words. They use words
And
like
definitely, definitely, yeah.
does it pain?
You,
It pains me when they use wrong
yeah,
grammar.
definitely, and actually, no, that new genre, na, these youngsters, they what the short forms and all, no. I sometimes get irritated because I am unable to understand actually. Even
Yeah.
from with my daughter and son, they many a times I used to go, what you are writing with these short forms. Means they
You
have
feel that we should be rigid about language or we should allow language to evolve because poetry is all about freedom of expression.
no, it should evolve, but the short forms, no, I think they are using because uh, due to lack of time, and they and want to express their means what they have fast, because if they don't prefer typing all those long text and all.
Yes.
My children, though, they call me 150 words, no. My mommy, mother, you always means explain everything so in detail. Even if you write a message, it's so in detail. So they prefer to call me 150 words. But
It happens with me. I think I can't work on Twitter because I can't fit into those 140
yeah,
characters.
yeah, no, definitely, no. Even no, I tell my students, no, don't write exam, but write examination. Okay. No,
True.
yeah. So we should avoid, I think, in literature. No, the beauty of literature is not means going on with these short forms, and it's okay for this social media, no, Instagram and everything, WhatsApp. It's okay with that. But if you want to write something creative for creative, no, you should go from not for short forms, I think.
You've been a fan. You've been a researcher for Rushdie's work, which is really profound. So, what do you feel? There is a new genre. They refer to it as Indian writing in English. This is.
English, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
somehow don't understand how our English is going to be different. Okay, the context or the point where we come from could be
Mm-hmm.
different, but Indian writing in English has come up as a new genre. Where you have
Yeah, yeah,
𝗕𝗲𝗁, you have Chetan Bhagat, you have
yeah.
Arundhati Roy. Why do you feel this is justified having Indian writers in English? English is English. It could be British English. It could be an American author
Yeah,
or an Indian
actually,
author.
no, it has been bifurcated in that way, because when you are going to teach in a PG class, no, they have American English, they have colonial English, they have post-colonial English. Okay, so English have been bifurcated in that way. So there is also that Indian English. So yeah, actually, they have inculcated many Indian words in that.
Yes.
Yeah, in that Indian writing in
Desi,
English.
Pandit, Guru,
Pandis,
so many words were there.
Sindur, Gamcha, and all
Yeah.
that. They have included. So
But you
this,
find that there's a difference between English authors and Indian English authors
yeah,
or
yeah,
American English
definitely, yeah,
authors.
definitely, because though those writers, though they belong to India, no, they're using local dialects, maybe have vocal ones, or maybe from their region they are using it
I
in
like,
actual
for example, Rashmi Bansal writes such beautiful books. In fact, we had invited her to our college also. She has come to Belgaum, Rashmi Bansal, and
okay.
she uses a lot of Hindi in her. It's English, and it
So
appeals to the youngsters
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're interested in what she's trying to tell.
huh. So means so Indian writing is that group. So people are using it and it has been accepted. So if you go to that British English and American English, no, you won't find these Indian words in their English. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, ah, yeah.
But then, don't we limit ourselves to only Indian readers? How will our English be understood by a global reader?
So means definitely. So these books, when they are going outside to the global level or the global platform, no, gradually they are accepting our English. No, our people, they are also getting so much awards and prizes and recognition, because they are also accepting our. That means they are accepting our local dialects, because no, they are,
Yes. Or
yeah,
rather, I feel they are making an effort to understand where we are coming from, where this
yeah,
context is based.
yeah.
It's a good thing then,
Yeah, it's a good thing. We are getting a recognition in that way.
globally. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in the current breed, who is your favorite authors in English, Indian English?
And, no, definitely. Again, I would say that Salman Rushdie.
Oh no, I want
Yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah, yeah,
younger.
yeah, yeah.
Anuja Chauhan or Preeti Shenoy. There are so many new authors who are coming up.
Yeah, yeah, but definitely I didn't go through them a lot, but I definitely make it a point to read Rushdie a lot and refer it to my student, because and one of my research scholar, they are doing in Sudha Murthy.
Okay,
Ha
yes,
ha,
yes.
yeah, Sudha
She's from
Murthy.
Karnataka.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is also would be a good thing to read Sudhamurti because he is doing research,
Yes.
So
She has
lots
written
of
some
children, lots
wonderful,
of
and
children
she
book.
has evolved over the years. Her
Yeah,
initial
yeah.
books like Dollar Bahu, and then
Mm-hmm.
why I left drinking milk. You can see
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
evolution,
yeah.
massive evolution is there.
She worked a lot for the children, means children, the fairy tales and all, why they
Yes.
should be inculcated in the course and everything.
Yes.
Because through children book, no, we can give them law, teach about their our mythology. We can teach them about the morals, about our Indian culture. So it
Yes.
is a must, huh?
Coming back to our poetry festival,
Yeah,
Belgaum
yeah.
International Poetry Festival is open till 22nd May. Entries can be in
Mm.
any of the four languages. Four languages are known,
Okay,
spoken in this part, that is English, Hindi, Kannada, and Marathi. All of us
okay,
know four languages.
okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
native
yeah, yeah.
proficiency we know, in fact. So this
Okay.
festival is for poetry, and
Yeah.
a person from anywhere in the world of any
Oh,
age can submit their poems up to 22nd May, and there are
okay.
prizes up to rupees 50,000.
Okay,
We've got
nice.
great response already, and you can send it. It's given. You can submit your poetries for this festival, belagavipoetryfestival.com. You can
Okay,
log in here, and you can
okay.
also encourage your students to log
Yeah,
in,
definitely, definitely. I will.
because the winners are going to get published free of cost. So
Okay,
that's
okay.
something really to look forward to.
Definitely. Okay, I will definitely share with my students
Yes,
of
ma'am.
English
And you also
literature.
please
Yeah,
participate.
yeah, yeah. Really, really, I will do it. Okay.
It was a
Yeah.
pleasure talking to you, Dr. Merrily Roy. Really, I
Thanks a
loved
lot.
the work that you have done. I loved your love for English language and your
Thanks a lot.
fascination for Rushdie, which is
Yeah.
something which I'm going to go deeper, and I'm now going to reread Rushdie's books from this perspective. I'm going to
Okay.
see how he has portrayed the woman, because you gave me a new insight.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Such a
Thanks a
pleasure,
lot.
Dr. Roy.
It was my
Let's
pleasure
be in
also
touch.
to be a part of this festival. Thanks a lot,
Thank you
Swati.
so
Once.
much, ma'am. Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot. Thanks once again. Yeah.